Good morning, good day, excuse me. Hi, welcome to Monday, welcome to this week, welcome to week 3 of trying to get funded. I just recorded this video twice, but I noticed I yapped too much, so we're gonna keep it compact. Let's get straight into it. Today was a bad day. We didn't trade London because there was no setup. It was a downtrend from Asia to London, but last week Friday was a complete uptrend in the 3 zones. So I thought since Asia was trending down, we were gonna keep moving down. I'm not gonna zoom out because that does not matter. This is our zone, 15-minute zone with the midline, 5-minute zone. They're pretty overlapping. There's nothing interesting happening here. We have one fair value gap that pushes a candle to fully open and close right here outside our zone is what I mean. We don't have a retest, we do here, but there's no engulfing, so that basically gets invalidated, and after that it was choppiness all over the board, so nothing interesting happened in a London session. Then we go to New York session. By now it was clear that we were breaking structure on the 1 hour downtrend. I still wrote down that it was a downtrend. Also, the zones confirmed, as you can see, that we're moving down. The 15-minute zone around 8 in the morning is here with the midline, but then our 5-minute zone is actually trending upwards. So we were like probably retracing, but still, this zone says it's still a downtrend. Then the rule is we should either break outside to the downside to trade continuation. Let me move my camera a little bit. We need to break on the downside of the 5-minute zone to trade continuation. That did not happen at all. So we instantly move upside. We move up, as we can see right here, and we create a fair value gap. We get a retest of that fair value gap. But here, I'm not willing to trade because we still have the fucking midline right here hanging above the head. So this might be like still some kind of resistance. So I wait for this midline to be broken, and in the meantime we create a new fair value gap, which I did not really keep in mind, if I'm being honest, thinking about it. So I was just waiting for this midline to be broken. That was the only thing that I was focusing on. My mistake. Midline gets broken. We then create a new fair value gap that's also get retested, and then we engulf basically the high from this fair value gap also instantly here. So without even thinking about it, I got lucky and kept it in mind, kinda. Next up, we wait for closure of this candle, so we enter right here at the top basically. I don't know why it says here. Oh, now you can see we enter right about here. Long, of course, because in my head we broke above the midline. We broke above our 5-minute zone, and we broke to the upside. But my mistake, we were basically still in the fucking magnetism of the 15-minute zone. Not necessarily the midline, but rather the zone. So we enter, we move sideways, we move up, we get wicked the fuck out because our stop loss was this wick right here. So you can see we got wicked right here, stop loss hit, and that was it. And then after we break down, and we do a lot of fucking shit right here. So my lesson was learned. What did I do wrong? After looking at this chart for about an hour now and trying to make this video, I noticed that the one thing I did wrong was not treating the 15-minute zone as my 5-minute zone. I need to wait for a fair value gap to push a candle to fully open and close outside this zone too. This candle basically not really does it, but it creates a fucking fair value gap. And eventually there is a candle to be pushed fully open and close outside. We go up, we go down. This was actually so beautiful. We retest and we don't go back in the 15-minute zone. We just tap it with a wick, showing that the fair value gap has been tested. And then we move up, and this high right here gets retested, gets engulfed with this big candle right here. So if I would have waited and acted like I should have, and entered along right here after closure of this candle, boom, I could have set a 5-minute stop loss. 5-point stop loss would have worked. Could have set a 7 because who knows? It's an iffy situation. Let's just do 7 right here. I could have done 10 points, but we target highs or lows. So this is a high right here. We target this high, would have been 17 points. I've never done that, so I would rather do 10 or 15. Would have done that. Boom. And it would have been a beautiful move up. That was my mistake. And I've noticed that. I learned from it. I jotted it down on my fucking book here. So yeah, that was my mistake from yesterday. Okay, this is perfect. This is a 5-minute video, not a fucking 15-minute video. So yeah, that's it for me for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. London session, hopefully a little bit more volume, a little bit more volatility. I don't think so, but we never know. And then if not, New York session will be it. So yes, luckily I traded 5 contracts today because not everything was aligned. I told myself if everything would be good, general trend and bias from the zones would be the same. We trade 10 or more. We did not do that. Lucky for me, we didn't lose too much money. So that's it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.